at this point. We're in the process of realigning the inertial measurement units on the orbiter. Condition we have gotten into is we wanted to realign the IMUs and assure that we were able to utilize the later portions of this morning's window. That window extends to at least 9:02. Some discussion about a possible extension beyond that. We are at this time waiting for improving weather conditions at the transatlantic abort sites. We also have conditions here at Kennedy Space Center which we would hope to see improvement in, but unfortunately appears that we may be looking at some deterioration. So we have a very difficult decision ahead of us this morning. Weather the key factor, there are no problems with the vehicle at this time. We're sitting in a go configuration at T-minus 20 and holding. Discussion that the launch management team here has been engaged in regards to what happens if we do not launch today. We can rule out 24-hour scrub turnaround. We would not, if we do not launch today, be in a posture to launch tomorrow. That is essentially based on a requirement that we perform some inspections of ductwork in the aft fuselage to ensure that two tankings of the external tank has not resulted in some breaking of that insulation. It's a result of being thermally stressed twice. We just, as a precaution, want to perform those inspections, and that has been a practice in the past. After two propellant tankings, we basically are in a 48-minute or 48-hour scrub turnaround posture. One other factor to be evaluated would be the amount of auxiliary power unit fuel on board. As we stand right now, if we don't fire the APUs today and scrub prior to that time, if that happens based on weather, then there would be only a sufficient amount of APU fuel for one try. The launch team may decide that we should go in and replenish the APU fuel for giving us the opportunity to launch or have more than one launch attempt. Whether we could support APU refueling in time to be ready for a launch in 48 hours if we don't make it today is yet to be determined. One of our key weather requirements guidelines is that we should have 7 miles visibility at any site where the shuttle orbiter may be coming in for a landing. Marone is now less than 6 and deteriorating, not expected to improve for at least 2 hours. Dakar, sometime earlier, was reported to be 3 miles and deteriorating. We have 7-mile visibility at Kennedy Space Center, but have had some problems with cloud deck on the north end of the runway. We were evaluating our RTLS options. We are no-go as far as the TAL sites at this time. We're continuing to evaluate those weather situations and hoping that our weather gives us a break here at Kennedy in the event that we do have an improvement overseas.
We would be at least 20 minutes from T0. What we'll do is go ahead and do that, count down to 9 minutes, and we're working an extension of the launch window to somewhere around 9:30 Eastern, and so we're going to go set ourselves up to launch anywhere in the neighborhood of 8:35 to 9:30 Eastern. That's of course dependent upon the weather conditions clearing at the TAL sites. Okay, Gene, thank you. Yes, sir.
Minutes and holding. Just a few moments ago, the flight crew was informed that what we'll be doing is resuming the count at the T-minus 20-minute mark. Expect to do that at 8:10. We will have come out of our IMU alignment. The reason we'll need to resume the count at that point and go down to at least T-minus 9 is to retain the IMU alignment condition in a go configuration. We would anticipate holding at T-minus 9 at this point for an indeterminate hold, pending our continuing evaluation of weather conditions both here and at transatlantic abort sites in Dakar and at Morone. We have had an update of weather conditions here at Kennedy Space Center, and presently the observations are 3,500 scattered, 8,000 broken, visibility of 10 miles. The present temperature is 60 degrees Fahrenheit. And that is a fairly favorable forecast at the present time. We are hoping that we will get an improved condition at one of the two overseas landing sites and remain in a condition here at Kennedy that's at least acceptable for launch. If we get those two conditions in concert, we do have a good vehicle on the pad with no indication of any problems. We would anticipate proceeding on with the launch attempt today. Weather continuing to be the factor of concern and interest in determining whether we are able to launch today at this point. Planning to pick up the count at 8:10. We're at T-minus 20 minutes and holding. This is Shuttle Launch Control.
Pick up in 10 minutes.
Still towards making every attempt to get this launch off today. Just to reiterate what our options would be, probable scenario for a scrub recycle in the event we did not get off today. We can say at this point that we would not be looking at a 24-hour scrub turnaround. Astronaut Paul Weitz has taken off in the shuttle training aircraft from the KSC runway to continue assessment of the weather conditions in the Kennedy area, particularly in regards to the acceptability for a return to launch site aboard if that was necessary. The uninsulated pipes. In 44 seconds, we did resume the count on time at 8:10 as scheduled. Once again, Launch Director Gene Thomas has informed the launch team here that we have had confirmation that our launch window this morning has been extended through agreement with the customer to 9:33 a.m. Eastern Time. With picking up the count at 8:10, we would not expect any possibility of T0 prior to 8:35. We do anticipate holding at the T-minus 9 minute mark, which would lead to a T0 sometime after that, but prior to 9:33. We have somewhere on the order of an hour's worth of available time during which we could launch today remaining. We remain hopeful that we can get the weather to cooperate both here at the overseas site before we go. I'm entering a built-in hole at T-minus 9 minutes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Countdown clock is held. We're at T-minus 9 minutes and holding. All systems aboard the Orbiter Columbia are go. We're continuing to be constrained by weather. Weather pilots in the air, both here at Kennedy and at Dakar, evaluating conditions. Is prepped in the event that Columbia would have to return here to Kennedy. Very unlikely a remote possibility. Nonetheless, we do need to ensure readiness of the convoy here, and also that the weather supports that landing if it becomes necessary. We have astronaut Paul Weitz in the air in a shuttle training aircraft at this time, continuing to make RTLS approaches to the Kennedy runway, reporting conditions from a pilot's viewpoint. The escape bands support the Kennedy personnel that would be the first to meet the orbiter Columbia after its return. On Dakar. Latest report from the weather flight at Dakar is not encouraging. Visibility reported to be only 1 mile. Our standard criteria is visibility of 7 miles. 2 minutes ago, Launch Director Gene Thomas did notify the launch crew here and also the flight crew aboard Columbia of the decision that's been reached based on assessment of the weather that has continued this morning. We were not able, once again, to get acceptable weather conditions at either of 2 overseas abort sites, Dakar, Senegal in West Africa, or Morón, Spain. Morón was written off quite early after it was determined that adverse weather there would be extending for a number of hours today, and certainly outside of the window that we thought we had for a launch today. Dakar, we continued to evaluate, including real-time observations by JSC pilot Bud Ream flying. Visibility was very poor at Dakar. The desert dust has been stirred up and just was not permitting acceptable visibility of the runway at Dakar. That last report was Slangle. Visibility was no better than 1 mile. We had ongoing weather problems, marginal weather here at Kennedy Space Center, and that contributed also to our difficulties this morning. This scrub was entirely weather-related. We had no problems aboard Columbia. We had counted down to the T-minus 9-minute mark. We're holding here for hopefully better weather, and it was not to happen today. Our scrub turnaround is preliminarily targeted for 48 hours. Some discussion required still on that. We cannot plan to launch tomorrow on a 24-hour turnaround based on the fact that we will need to do some inspections in the orbiter aft. Those inspections related to verifying that some insulation on an engine duct has not broken up as a result of 2 thermal stressing. We're in the process of backing out of the launch configuration at this time. We'll be draining the external tank, and then we'll be beginning the process of reconfiguring once again for another launch attempt. That would be no sooner than 48 hours from now. 48 hours from the original T0. The exact window for a Thursday launch attempt to be worked still.
That's complete, sir. And the helium isolation switch, GPC. That's complete, sir.
We'll have a closeout crew en route shortly to the launch pad to extend the White Room seal and open up the hatch and begin aiding the 61C crew in their egress once again.